We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. It's Game 3 of the World Series between the Chicago Cubs and the New York Yankees. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
Well, when you start the series on the road, obviously you'd love to sweep the first two games, but coming out of there with a split is pretty solid too. Now they come home, they've taken back home field advantage, and we'll see if they can feed off this crowd and take control of this series.
The build-up to this one is just about over. It's time for all the drama of World Series baseball on the show. And we'll have it for you next. Alan Fitch gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, listen, when you can go 7 full innings like he did, I know he got a no decision in his last start, but it was a real solid performance. If he continues to pitch like that, the wins are going to start coming.
Okay, here's the defense for the home team. And guys, we need to seriously focus on the defense behind the dish today. This guy brings gold to the party, the ability to block balls, keep everything in front of him, shut down a running game, and massage his pitcher through 9 innings.
So striding forward now, Pete Armstrong. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The left fielder, number 4.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Scorched to third. And that's through for a hit. And right out of the gates, the Yankees will be forced to deal with his speed at first base.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
Into the box, Adam Greenberg. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. A 2-ball, no-strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
That can be one of the downfalls of pitching out. It puts you behind in the count, and if you throw another ball, you're kind of in a difficult spot.
Now a throw over to first, and the runner back safely. And another throw over, and he'll dive back in. Armstrong on at first, nobody out. 3-0 now.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Roll, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
The payoff pitch home. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Batting third, the second baseman, JP Embry.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 0-1 the count. Just off the plate and high, ball one.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Count is 1-2 now. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Swing and a hot shot toward third, and this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner. Throw into second, but he'll get in there with an RBI double.
Cliches are around for a reason, and that hit right there is the reason they say baseball is a game of inches, right? Just barely fair, but that's not much consolation for the guy standing on the mound. Nice RBI two-bagger.
So now to the plate, Freddie Santiago, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Runner goes for third. Ooh, he saws him off with that one, and he's safe. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Ryan Buckner.
So stepping in, Ryan Buckner, and a great chance here for the Cubbies to add on in just the first inning. From the belt, the pitch. 2-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. That evens it up, 1-1. One and one. Here it is.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Lifted the other way down the left field line, and this will wind up a foul ball. One and two. Here it is.
This is the fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Still even at 2-2. Men on third with 2 down. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double. Bottom of the first coming up. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Trevor Bauer will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
This will be interesting. This guy won the NL Cy Young Award last year. He's a solid pitcher, man. One of the things he does, he throws the ball into the strike zone, and he's not afraid of contact. Solid pitcher.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
So digging in now, Dan Knox. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
No left fielder, Dan Knox.
Now here's the pitch.
1 out.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. And the pitch on 2-1 to third. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
D-Roll, this is the kind of guy, he doesn't really scare you as a pitcher because he's not a home run hitter, but somehow, some way, he always seems to get the barrel to the baseball.
Yeah, he's going to make you earn it, Dan, no doubt about it. He stays within himself. He doesn't try and do too much. One of those quality guys that walks through the clubhouse door every day. You know exactly what you're getting.
Scott Fisher is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one. A runner at first with no outs here. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in safely. Here comes the 0-1. And this is high, a ball and a strike.
Just missed with that heater, but even if he wanted to swing, I don't think he could have caught up to that one.
Nobody out, runner on first. He's running. Pitch outside, the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
Some managers treat the postseason as a time to be aggressive, and that's exactly the case here. They had the speed burner on the move, and it worked out nicely for him. Just got to drive him in now.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Into the box now, Jack Elliott, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. Now the 1-0.
A pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
Now that's when you know it's a good pitch. He broke off a really nice breaking ball down in the zone right there. And even though this is one of the best hitters around, he waved right through it.
One out and a runner on second base. Fouled off. The 1-2. Misses, ball two. Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
We're seeing a good AB here from the three-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
And another foul ball.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Payoff pitch one more time, and it's fouled away. And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball four.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Has a look, now the pitch. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. And with 2 away, let's give you one more look at the paths these two teams took to get to this Game 3 of the World Series. Bauer pauses. Here's the first pitch. That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high. Ready with the 1-0. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Swing and a liner, but pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. Yanks strand a pair. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Stepping in, Jesse Padilla, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now the pitch. A cold strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup. And a good job of dropping it in for strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Line shot to first, and there's 1 away.
Batting seventh, the designated hitter, Jason-JP.
Now at the plate, Jason Kipnis. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Swing and a liner toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. The 1-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
2-0, here it is. Outside, 3-0 now. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Batting ninth, the catcher.
Into the box now, Jimmy Grimes. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
1-0.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
At the plate, Pete Armstrong. Left side, but well foul. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Now the 0-1. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1.
Man, 35 pitches with only 2 outs in the second inning. Ideally, you'd like to have 30 or less after 2 innings, so he's got some catching up to do.
Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. Inside and low, 2-1.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
The set and the 2-1 down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. To the plate now, Adam Greenberg, as he swings and lifts it in the air out to shallow right field. Fisher will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. On now to the bottom of the second. The Cubs are on top 2-0.
Leading off for the Yankees, the center fielder, David Santos.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good opposite field power here, taken high and deep to right. A leap, but this is out of reach and off the wall. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
One pitch, one swing of the bat, and they've got a man in scoring position just like that. On the mound, he's probably happy it stayed in the yard. He jumped all over the first thing he saw and almost got to round the bases.
Standing in now, Richie Rich, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. From the belt, the pitch. Now a curveball misses inside.
When hitters are able to lay off curveballs and get themselves into good counts because of it, you're in pretty big trouble as a pitcher. A lot of guys rely on their opponents offering at that pitch, even when it's not in a good location to hit.
2-1 now. Has a look, now the pitch. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. A runner at second, nobody out. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Yankees DH.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
Three-two pitch. And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
Stepping up to the plate, Daryl Ortiz, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
First delivery to him on the way. I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike 1. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Turned on, but it's wide at first and foul. The 1-2. So a full count now.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
He could get the early hook if he can't be a little bit more precise here. That's walk number 2 of the inning, and we're only in the second.
Digging in now, Jose Diaz, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch on its way.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
Tight spot, bases loaded, nobody out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. The count now at 2-2. Has a look, now the pitch.
You got a full count.
Dan Knox waits on deck. Bases loaded here, nobody out. Oh, and it misses, ball 4, and that will force home a run.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Digging in to try it again, Dan Knox, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. He's set. Here it comes.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Got to believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
from the stretch. Lifted the other way out to left center. Catch is made in medium deep left center. Here comes the runner for the plate. And this will get into the books as a sac fly and an RBI, and we are tied at 2.
That was a good controlled swing out of him there, and that's exactly what he was hoping to do. Get it into the outfield and pick up the RBI.
Coming to the plate now, Scott Fisher, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Here comes the first pitch. Oh and 1, here it comes. Behind 0-2 now. Runners are at first and second with one away. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
You hear that phrase, climb the ladder, all the time, and that's pretty much what he did right there. When you change the hitter's eye level with each pitch in that at-bat, it becomes very hard for him to adjust and put the bat on the ball. He made that strikeout look real easy.
In now, Jack Elliott. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0. That misses. 2-0.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Hard hit ball to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on just 1 base hit, no errors, and 2 left. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd, and we are tied 2-2.
Leading off for the Cubs, the second baseman, JT Embry.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he popped him up. In there, a base hit. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Plate now, Freddie Santiago. Pitch inside, the throw, not in time. He's in there at second.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal of second base.
No one out with a runner at second. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear they don't want to challenge this guy right here, but working around a guy can come back to bite you at times.
Now the 2-0 is taken, strike 1.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
The 3-1. Swing and a liner. Foul. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
So striding in, Ryan Buckner. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, and they froze him on a good changeup. Tough one. If you got good arm action, and this pitcher certainly does have good arm action out there, tough to decipher between the fastball and changeup. He's got to be willing to stay back and take the ball the other way.
1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. Buckner stands just shy of 6 feet at 5'11" and bats from both sides of the plate. This is his 10th season at the major league level, so almost a decade, which is quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, Matty, no kidding right there. I'll tell you.
This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. And this one will bounce into the wall. The relay. Throw to second, but he's in there as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Number 3.
So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
So now to the plate, Jesse Padilla. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He's got a chance to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position. The 1-0. Swing and a liner. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
The batter, number 34, designated hitter, Jason Kipnis.
Standing in, Jason Kipnis. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Yeah, and just another simple single to the outfield would be a big one right here. Don't try and do too much. You know there's a potential base open right there. Maybe sit off speed.
Strike taken up in the zone.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there. Going right after one of the better hitters on this team. Not afraid to execute.
And that misses 1-1. Kipnis, or Kip for short. He was taken in the second round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Second and third here, 1 man out. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Catch is made in medium deep left center. Here comes the runner for the plate. And this will go down as a sac fly and an RBI as it's now a 4-2 game.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
Nick Castellanos now, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's set and the pitch. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
Hit high and deep to left field. Looking up is the left fielder. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His first homer here in the series as they open it up to 6-2 now.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
At the plate, Jimmy Grimes, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. The windup and the 0-1. And there's ball one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Fastball just inside.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
This is pulled into right. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Man, this is just not what he had in mind when the skipper gave him the ball in this one. He's given up 8 hits, and we're not even out of the 3rd inning. He's getting exposed a little bit here.
Stepping in now, Pete Armstrong, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 4 runs here in this half inning. In the dirt, and now let's see. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Ready on 1 and 2. Line to the right side. Fisher's there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors and a runner left on. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Cubs lead this one 6-2. Bottom of the 3rd now, and next to hit is the catcher, John Costello.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Too high, 1-0. Costello is really a well-balanced hitter. It doesn't seem to matter whether he's facing a right-hander or a lefty. He makes a lot of loud contact either way, which is quite rare in today's game.
Yeah, you can tell this guy really pays attention, puts time in the cage, studies the video, seems to always have a game plan, and is not off balance too much. Dan, you have to love it when your defense picks you up right there, keeping him at first base.
Well, D-Roll, that looked like it had extra bases written all over it. Great job by the left fielder to get to that ball and get the ball back in, keeping that to a single.
Standing in now, Vinny J. And this one's in the dirt, and no advance. It's ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. A runner at first with no outs here. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Into the box now, David Santos. As he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And it's 1-1. Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball. grounded back up the middle. That's through for a base hit. He's now 2 for 2 in this one.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that into memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
In now, Richie Rich, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Comes set with the 0-1. Called strike 2 with the letters. 0-2 now.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Santiago is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Now back, second baseman, Darrell.
Next for New York, Darrell Ortiz. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. Here comes the first pitch. Right there for strike 1.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Bauer pauses. Here's the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, down in the count 0-2, I'd like to see a little choke and poke right here. Maybe work it up the middle or opposite field with 2 strikes.
From the belt, the pitch. Now a ball line softly down the right field line. Foul. Now the 0-2 pitch. Just off the outside that time. Laid off for a ball. Has a look. Now the pitch. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Yanks strand a pair. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far, and he's really pleased with how they've performed in run-scoring opportunities in this one. They've obviously put a good amount of runs on the board, and part of that has been the 4 hits they've collected with runners in scoring position. On top of that, they haven't left many guys on base, so getting them on and getting them in has indeed been the name of the game for them, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. All set for the start of the 4th. And next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Adam Greenberg. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And he won't take any chances on that one as this is scooped away in foul territory for the first strike. Ball 1. Runs up and gets this one down. But a foul ball. 1-2 now. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
JP Embry.
So now to the plate, J.C. Embry, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
2-1 now. 6 runs, 8 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. fouled away. The 2-2.
Nope. Ball. Full count.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup.
Into the box, Freddie Santiago.
He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play.
Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Ball 1, well below the zone.
6 runs, 8 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies.
Swing, and he pops him up. Diaz will put this one away, and the side is retired. So a good job for him there to bounce back after giving up 4 last time around. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Cubbies are in front 6-2. Bottom of the inning now, and stepping up as the shortstop, Jose Diaz.
Jose Diaz.
First pitch on its way. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
When the pitcher on the mound's established in this kind of heater, you got to come off everything else and find a way to get that bat head in the zone.
A ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. No contact there, and it's 1-2. This is in the air to left field. Armstrong is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder, Dan Knox.
Into the box now, Dan Knox earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. A swing and a ground ball to third. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the right fielder, Scott Fisher.
Ready once again, Scott Fisher. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
1-0 the count. Bauer into his motion. Here it comes. Ooh, and he finds his spot there. 1-1.
2-out lightning definitely applies to this offense. If this 2-hole hitter can get on, they could start something serious.
The 1-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Huey Solari takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 24, Huey Solari.
all ready to go in the top of the fifth. And next it'll be the switch hitting first baseman, Ryan Buckner. Now the pitch. In there, 0-1. Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2.
Two well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Looks like he was trying to bust him inside, and he might have held on to it just a little bit too long. Just like that, the leadoff man is aboard.
Digging in once again, Jesse Padilla. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. The 1-0 home. A bullet to first base. And he'll take it to the bag for the out, and there's your unassisted double play. Final line there for the Yankees starting pitcher. Clearly not the postseason outing he had envisioned.
Hey, this was just one of those games that just weren't meant to be when you add it all up. Had a rough time, only lasted 4 innings. Just wasn't able to give them the kind of performance they were looking for going into this one.
So coming to the plate, Jason Kipnis. It was an RBI sac fly for him last time through. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
Hey, you don't see a hitter of his caliber come outside the zone too much. He's super aggressive right now. Let's see if he nibbles a little further off the plate now.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Now that's popped up. Costello is there, and that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Home half of the fifth coming up. The Cubs are on top, 6-2. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Yankees manager to discuss his thoughts on his team's offense. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He cited the 4 walks they've earned already as evidence that his guys are waiting for the right pitch and that they're willing to let the opposition work themselves into trouble. So far, that's paying off.
Thank you, Heidi. Settling in now, Jack Elliott. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
Jack Elliott.
Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, Nero, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Standing in now, John Costello, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
The 2-0 on the way. Too high. And it's 3-0.
Your offense goes out and gives you a 4-run cushion. You have to find a way to stop struggling, compose yourself, and get your mechanics on point. It'd be a shame to let this one slip away.
Here's the 3-0. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. The 3-1 pitch. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Vinny.
Ready for another shot now. Vinny J. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Big spot right here. Got to find a way to get back in this ball game and scratch a run across.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Armstrong arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
Now batting, center fielder, David Santos.
Digging in now for the Yankees, David Santos. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. First pitch of the at-bat. Didn't quite catch the zone there, ball 1. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
The 2-0 pitch.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
Hit hard towards center, and that's in there, base hit. And the runner from second is in to score. It's now a 6-3 contest.
Hey, D-Roy, I think we got a case right now. This team, they're just feasting on a pitcher that he's given up some runs, and it looks like he's starting to get a little bit tired, leaving some of these pitches up in the zone.
Yeah, and I think there's a fight at the bat rack right now. Guys are licking their chops, knowing he's a little bit tired, going to leave stuff over the middle of the plate. Won't be surprised to see the bullpen get going.
Stepping in now, Richie Rich. Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's 0 for 1 thus far. In there, strike 2.
0-2.
And he fouls this one off. The next 0-2.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
First and second now, 1 man out. Got him.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Into the box now, Daryl Ortiz has so weighed out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. comes set, and the 0-1. And he takes this one high, 1-1.
1-1.
One and two now. Bauer pauses. Here's his offering. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Splitter, 2-2. Two men are on with two men out. Hit hard, but this will be a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And that one is gone on a two-strike count with two away in the inning. So it's a three-run shot to straightaway right field. His first homer so far in the series. As they pull even, it's 6-6 now.
Looking at that pitch again, you can see he just flat out missed his location. You put that pitch right there and he's going to tattoo it. Now we're all tied up again, starting this thing all over.
Here comes the Chicago skipper now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make the change here. That's going to be all for Trevor Bauer. So he'll head for an early shower as he fails to go the requisite 5 innings. But it doesn't matter anyway in a tie game. He'll leave with a no decision. Willie Peralta gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
For the Chicago Cubs, number 39, Willie Peralta.
To the plate now, Jose Diaz. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1.
You like the modern style of baseball? Here it is. Both starters kept their teams in the game. It's close right now. Now we hand it over to the nasty bullpens. Let's see what matchups are going to take place.
Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there.
1-1.
2 out, nobody on. Here's a little chopper to the right side. Reined in. Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to a close. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. 5 innings complete, and we're all even now at 6-6. Top half of the 6th about to get started. And the right-handed hitting Nicholas Castellanos will bat next.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Hits this one hard the other way. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap to clear him.
So now to the plate, Jimmy Grimes, and he pops up the bunt attempt. Solari is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
The left fielder, number 4, Pete Armstrong.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Pete Armstrong. From the stretch.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
0-1, here it comes. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. A ball and 2 strikes now. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, the center fielder, Adam Greenberg.
Now batting, Adam Greenberg. First pitch coming. Here it is. Cut fastball in there for a called strike. Slow grounder to first. He's got it. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Cubs strand 1. This game remains tied at 6. So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Dan Knox. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
The 1-0 home. Swing and a looper to left. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Now batting, the right fielder, Scott Fisher.
Now a move over to first, and he'll be back in standing up. Into the box, Scott Fisher, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Nobody out, runner on first. And there he goes towards second. In there, now the throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. Sharp ground ball toward the hole. And that's through into left, a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
That's why I always said, Dan, there's no justice in this game. This guy watches 2 pitches over the heart of the plate and then gets a knock on a ball way out of the zone.
Boy, you said it. There's no justice in baseball, D-Row. It's just us. Takes 2 pitches right down the middle and then swings at one off the plate.
At the plate, Jack Elliott. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
Man, that's a great take right there. Backdoor slider just missed the outside corner. This guy must have a really good eye. Most guys swing at that pitch.
And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Pretty good spot to be in as a pitcher right now. You can go for the punch out or try to induce the ground ball to get a double play.
The 1-2.
Nope. Ball.
A lot of pitches away here, which is pretty much what you're forced to do with lefty batters here at Yankee Stadium. It doesn't take much to hook one out of here to right field with that short porch out there.
2-2 is a changeup that misses 3-2.
Definitely in a tough situation facing the three-hitter. You can work around him and maybe walk him to load the bases, but that just sets up the cleanup guy with the bases loaded.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. As he arrives at second without a play, as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Man, I don't think he could have bisected those fielders any better if he tried. Drove that one into the alley for a gapper that'll bring him easily into second base.
Standing in now, John Costello. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
I never found myself on the mound in the big leagues, but it must be nice to be able to go to that good hard fastball when you're in a jam.
The 1-1 home is strike 2 swinging.
Go to that well one more time. He's been late on the first 2.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Runners at second and third here. Nobody out. And a good pitch here, but this is taken for a ball as the count moves to 2-2 now on the Yankee catcher. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Always productive to score runs when you can. And that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
Striding in, Vinny J. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Lays off 1-0. Runner at second here with one man out. Two and 0.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Now the 2-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike one. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Still only one out in the inning. Hit down the line at first, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Armstrong will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
The batter, the center fielder, David Santos.
Digging in, David Santos. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. First offering on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Two out here and a runner at second. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Now the 2-0.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On to the 7th now in Game 3. It's the Yankees 8 and the Cubs 6. Leading off the inning, J.C. Embry, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan of bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. Hits ball 1.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. A 1-1. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first homer here in the series, and it's now an 8-7 ball game.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Stepping in now, Freddie Santiago, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
The first baseman, number 22, Ryan Buckner.
Quick check on that tying run at first. Runner back standing. Into the box now, Ryan Buckner, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
0-1, here it comes. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Surprised the pitcher would even go to the top of the zone looking for a double play in this situation.
Here's the 0-2.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
In tight with the slider, 2-2.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is straining him on base. And now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
So now to the plate, Jesse Padilla.
And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right.
Fisher is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The batter, number 34, designated hitter, Jason Kipnis.
So a big moment here, and standing in, Jason Kipnis. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Quick check on that tying run at first. From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Looking up is the right fielder. Gone! A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His first homer so far in the series, and they've taken a 1-run lead.
This is going to be one of those moments we look back on in a couple years when we relive this World Series. That swing of the bat late in the game to take the lead, huge blow.
Matthew Petty will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th.
Number 13, Matthew Petty.
To the plate now, number 12.
The third baseman.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Petty, a California-born ball player. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. 3 runs already home here. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Lays off the changeup, and he's ahead in the count now, 3-1.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Three and 2, full count.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. It's the Cubs 9 and the Yankees 8. Leading off the inning, Richie Rich, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up. The windup and the 0-1.
1-1.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Armstrong is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
The batter, the second baseman, Darryl Ortiz. Your attention, please.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up.
Little.
Now in the box, Darryl Ortiz. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
0-1 pitch on its way.
That missed. That's the ball.
1 out, nobody on. Line drive to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 00, shortstop, Jose Diaz.
Stepping into the box, Jose Diaz. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled off. Here it comes on 1-1. Little has made a name for himself as a very effective reliever in his career, but he really doesn't fit the bill as a prototypical bullpen arm. So many guys bringing huge strikeout numbers these days. He isn't one of them.
No, he's not, Matty V, but what he does do, he does a great job of missing barrels of the bats. He changes speeds, moves the ball in, out, up, and down. Not overpowering, but he knows how to pitch.
Popped up. Buckner moving to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Still down a run. It's a 9-8 ball game. Daryl Chacon has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Leading off the inning, Jimmy Grimes, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Now here's the pitch.
Ball.
And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And a left-handed batter waiting on deck, though there's a good shot he might get pulled back. .3-0 pitch. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Pete Armstrong. He's 2 for 4 in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0.
2 balls, no strike.
A runner at first with no outs here. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Has a look, now the pitch. Hit hard towards center. And that's in there, base hit. And the throw will come in quickly from center, so despite the hit and run, they won't get the extra base here.
Well, that's surprising right there. Hit and run tactic used to perfection. Ball's hit to the outfield. The batter does his job. I don't know how that runner's standing on second still. You tip your hat to the outfield to get it in super quick, but he's got to take the chance to get to third.
Here comes the first pitch. And that one swung on and missed 0-1.
Like that pitch there. Lefty on lefty matchup. Curveball away to a lefty. Smart pitch.
Weak rounder back to the mound. One there. Return throw is in time. And what do you know? They do get the double play.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, J.C.
Embry will stand in to try it again, already with 1 home run of the ball game. And on cue, there it was back in the 7th inning. A solo shot that provided quite a spark for these guys. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1.
Hey, great job pounding his zone, strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
2 outs here with a runner at third. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. One and two. Here it is. Seared down the first baseline. And a reach with the backhand, but he comes up empty as that gets by him. And the insurance run comes across to score from third. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game.
And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with two away. Rob Soto enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for the New York Yankees, number 14, Rob Soto.
Ryan Buckner will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. No balls and 1 strike. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Buckner is certainly one of the right guys to have at the plate in this spot. A long ball would be huge, and he's hit more than 300 of them in his career.
Oh, yeah, when he knocked.
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him.
The batter, number 3.
You always want to see the curve break a lot, but this one breaks a little bit too much. Comes all the way across the plate and nicks the batter.
Into the box now for the Cubbies, Jesse Padilla, as he'll bat with the bases full and 2 men out. First pitch coming. Here it is. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Comes set. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
He put himself in a good position jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
Bases are loaded here. 2 down. Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now.
1-2.
One and 2. Here it is. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. This side is retired. Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Cubbies 10 and the Yankees 8. Leading off the inning, Dan Knox, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Dan Knox.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Pitch popped up. Little has room in foul territory, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the right fielder, Scott Fisher.
Ronnie Wickert answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the 9th inning without any trouble.
Ronnie Wickert.
Standing in, Scott Fisher. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way.
No, that missed. That's the ball.
Forkball is swung on and missed that time, and they're back to even 1-1. Wickert, a right-hander standing 6'3". He was a supplemental round selection back in the 2022 first-year player draft.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
2-2 the count. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Ready with another 2-2.
Ball. Count is full.
Bases are empty, one man out. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Greenberg is there, 2 gone.
Next for the Yankees, the first baseman, Jack Elliott.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Jack Elliott. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 2 out, nobody on. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And the pitch. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Can't cut into a 10-8 deficit. New inning set to get underway, and digging in is the veteran DH, Jason Kipnis.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball, so I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter, so I might...
Ouch, that one hit him.
Now batter,
Number 12 will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. He's set. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. With too much tilt on that breaking ball as it misses low.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Has a look, now the pitch. Just low that time with the heavy sinker as it's ruled ball 3.
This would be an absolute terrible start to the inning. After drilling the first guy, you can't allow the second guy to reach base via the wall.
Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out.
the catcher, number 9, Jimmy Ryan.
The next Cub up, Jimmy Grimes. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. First delivery to him on the way. Kipnis runs. Pitch outside. The throw is there, and he's out trying to take second.
Well, they've got a small lead, and they're pushing to add to it by being aggressive on the base pass. But as a manager, you just hope you're not giving up outs that you wish you could have had back.
The 1-1 home.
2-1.
ground ball right side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Cubs are down quietly. They lead it, though. It's 10-8. Thomas Nicholas takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Thomas Nicholas.
Striding in to start the 9th, John Costello, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Costello.
Here comes the first pitch.
Nope, ball.
Now the 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
And that is the start they were looking for. Down by 2 as that misses for ball 4.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking you deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
Stepping up now, Vinny Jade, 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. From the stretch. And it's fouled away. Nobody out, runner on first. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The batter, the center fielder, David Santos.
Now at the plate, David Santos. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ballgame. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Here's a fly ball, well hit. A ball that's carrying. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
The batter, the designated hitter, Richie Rich.
At the plate, Richie Rich, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled away. A runner on first with 2 away. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1.
1-1.
1 ball and 2 strikes the count. Last chance for the Yankees. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
Plenty of offense here in this one as we give you one final look at the line score. So the lineup really helped carry them to victory here in this one, and this man was a big reason why. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up with 3/4 of the cycle. Couldn't get the toughest one of them all, a triple, but it was still an outstanding showing with the bat.
This one wraps up as a 10-8 final. Chicago have taken a 2-1 lead in this World Series. Willie Peralta takes home the win. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.